Oh, so you got the picture.
Are older, kind of near retirement. So they anticipate that there's going to be a lot of appraisers that either are unable to keep up with the new technology or unwilling to keep up with the new technology. And there's not a whole bunch of backfilling either. So they're going to kind of go through what real estate in general has gone through, where 15 years ago, it was an older kind of, boomer kind of situation where now younger people are getting into real estate and that. So they'll go through their own cycle with that. It's already started. Right now, they're in like the prototype or, discovery part of it. But by November of 26, so a year from now, it will be full in effect. So they're going to have all these data points that they're collecting. Routes will either be 1 to 10, 10 to 20, or over 20. So that's how they're gonna classify that. So yes, to your point, like keep the roof receipts and know when they do that. So anything that we can do to help them is gonna help the valuation. So by the time they get done with all of this, they'll be collecting all this data from across the country. So it's gonna be somewhat intrusive for the homeowners. They have to take pictures of everything, flooring, every room, ceilings, everything. So that's another reason that they'll be in there while there. So how does that impact us? So right now, you might want to not be, sorry, my ears are plugged up. You might not want to try to tighten up the appraisal process. You know how sometimes they're having trouble finding appraisers right now and everything, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So keep that in mind when you're filling out your appraisal contingencies. 30 days might be 45 now. And you want to not compress the sale so much and just be aware for USDA, FHA, VA. Conventional loans, it doesn't apply. Well, portfolio, it applies to conventional, but not portfolio though. So if it's a bank that's going to service it, they can continue to use the old. But other than that, they're going to be on the new plan.
So a brokered conventional product may be subject to the rules.
I think so. Is that where you understand it?
Yeah, we're in the transition period, so I don't think it's gonna heavily impact the market immediately. It's gonna be, appraised, they're gonna probably pick a handful of appraisers in each market area to start working on this and then slowly transition. So it's not gonna have an impact yet. We're just preparing for it. So we still have a year of transition. So hopefully we can know that people out that, as we all know, so as it adjusts, we have to all make some changes to contract dates and stuff.
Yeah. So anyhow, I just wanted to yeah.
So if we're in a transition and this really goes into effect basically a year from now, what can we expect from homes that we list now? Like what kind of appraisal are we gonna get? How do we know and what if our home gets this kind of appraisal, but a comp we used had another kind of appraisal?
It's hard to tell because like right now they're kind of beta testing it in certain areas. So think about IT rollouts and stuff where it doesn't hit everything right. So they're going to do this because this is like the biggest thing that's ever happened to them. So it's going to take a little while.
Matt's got something.
Give me the additional work too.
Do we expect there to be a difference in cost to the consumer for the appraisal?
I think ultimately, that when they get it streamlined, it might drop,
Oh,
don't you think?
The way that I have heard it being talked about, the actual time that they're on the house is gonna be different, but because they're trying to plug data set directly into an algorithm, their time that they're spending at their desk, it creates a report, which is shorter, once we get it fixed. So like ultimately, I don't know, like, once everyone gets used to the system, I don't think. I don't know, it's tough to say, but I'm thinking we're gonna front load the process.
There will be efficiencies, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, and that's by the way, what they're doing, they're getting data sets so that they can apply AI. And they have an algorithm that's gonna probably tell them what this, like RPR or something, kind of tells them where they are to help guide them. So that we don't get these 80,000 below sale price, and they're still gonna take into consideration the fact that that the market has to work for itself. So, but anyhow, I just wanted to make you guys aware of this so that if you see anything or hear anything, or if it affects your deals, you kind of know what's going on in the back.
So it sounds like it's gonna be less subjective, like it's not based on personal feelings, so someone out there.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's a good thing.
Higher.
Yeah, the thing that always grinded me was that I always said that it's more of an art than a science.
Yeah.
And this is gonna swing that pendulum over into the science category a little bit more. Cause I've seen some funky appraisals of it.
I watched that video and a couple of things that came up is that, they're gonna have to use the iPad now. not
Yes.
the- But the iPad cannot work offline, it's got to connect.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get a data plan for it.
Well, if they walk into a house where they shut off the Wi-Fi.
Well, and that's the other thing, is if they don't have Wi-Fi, then they have to have a plan, and if they're
Right.
up in the mountains, cause it's
They may
Pennsylvania,
not get Wi-Fi.
they're not, so they're figuring that stuff out, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's all I know.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a great point. Yeah, we know you have to get back to your situation. So,
I blew out my tire.
if anybody experiences a transaction with like this, got it, you
Yeah.
know, just.
Feel free,
So
reach
that we
out.
have a heads up when it's.
Anytime for anything.
yeah,
So thanks, Scott.
we love stuff. Thank you. All right, so I know we've got some new faces in the room and we'll do welcomes really soon, but just so you know what we do, we give out hugs and kisses. So when you think about our core values, who is somebody in the room that you want to recognize for portraying that, or saying a thank you to them? And this time I only ask something a little different is, could you say the core value that you think of when you're thinking of this agent or situation? So who would like to go first today? Fox.
Drew Smith, for being an incredible, mentor.
I don't call him Drew.
We only have a bazillion Andrews, so
Being a-
I'll sing for you. You don't really wanna go there, but I'm.
I'd like to give one for Kim. Thank you for always being there.
What core value would that be?
Account, no.
Yes, I love it. Oh, thank you.
I'm not sure, like, if I can pick it out there, but I talked to the bunch of times, so always picks up the phone. Never hesitate to give me time and listen and support.
I love that. That's a good one. And he probably gives showing time feedback. That's a big one I've been hearing, like, a good showing time feedback. Who's somebody that deserves a hug and kiss for giving some showing time feedback?
He needs, well, yeah, I'm experiencing a lot of like agents not doing that. So hugs and kisses to all of you that actually do. Thank you for doing your job.
went to Everett. Everett and Kara, I didn't see Kara, but we had a good time collaborating at the business planning. So I really.
Yeah, who, raise of hands if you went to business planning clinic. You get one. There was so much value, you know what, I can't get back there, hold on. I was a first string bench warmer, guys. It's true. Yeah, I love it.
She picked up my, property flyers for the open house I'm having for this weekend.
Wait, hold on.
I got to talk to the mayor's.
Oh.
Another one for the mayor's. Denise shopping today.
We'll give her two. We'll give her two. I'm gonna give one to Melissa. She met with me to talk about the nonprofit that's really important to her. So it's gonna be a contender for Red Day, and I just appreciated that you took the time out of your schedule to talk to you. So
Can I give one to Braddock for coffee and conversations? Like this morning was so good.
it was good.
Thank you for all the work you're putting
I
in.
do more from the mayor's helping me with-
There's the whole thing.
And I got one for Angie for doing some math for me, to help educate somebody who was not in the transaction.
I'm gonna do two for Angie. She did a pre-approval for me last week. Property didn't work out, but I appreciate her time.
All to Maris, since we're all loving on to Maris. And we were in Ireland, our client, did a walkthrough, so they, you know, walk out. And she was so grateful to cover it, so.
I love that. What's next?
What is next?
Ooh, speaking of core values, it is time for Agents of the Month.
If you were last month's winner, would you come on?
Yeah, she's looking at you.
Yes.
You're just playing tweets. You can grab them.
I have to use my mouth though.
If I could do the drum roll sound, I would, but I think I can figure out how to do that. So I'm gonna let you, oh, wait, turn it on to the side. I'm gonna let you hand them out to your people. And when you're doing it. Oh, there you go. When you're handing them out, if you could just let them know those core values that you sort of like saw and why you chose the people that you did.
And you know that.
I know, but Brittany switched it up on me. All right, so our winners for this month are Tony Miller. Yay! Come on now. Sylvie, can you give us just a little, like, what made you choose Miss Kim?
She's very supportive and she's always there, always. It could be anything. It could be life questions, it could be real estate, it could be anything. She was always there.
You are so.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye, Todd.
Growth minded. Let's collaborate. Like, he helped me a lot with the clients, helped me win a listing. Right, he went in and helped me do it anymore, but.
Did a little handyman work.
Handyman work, got that listing, so thank you. And you can help with my buyer leads.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate that as well.
Thank
Thank you.
Congratulations. I love to see the collaboration happening. It's amazing. All right, next up, we got a ton.
Okay, guys.
We got a ton. Yeah. Raise your hand if this is your first KWCPA team meeting with us. Hi. Raise it.
Welcome.
Raise them, right? Okay, you ready? We got a lot to celebrate. So we have some new agents that joined our brokerage recently. Mr. Andrew Young. Over there in the corner. Welcome. Vanessa's in her GHR orientation today and she couldn't join us, so, she wishes she could be here, but she can't.
I love the pink suit.
I know, right? Michael, back there in the corner. Miss Janelle, has actually joined the Precision Leverage, team, and so some of you will get to know her very well. We have a new team member with the Julie Hess team, Mr. Patrick Hess. Lovely headshot, yes. And then Madeline Sisney is a new agent. She's going to be working primarily out of our Chambersburg location, and we're excited to welcome her. She had car issues this morning. So did Dora. It was like, and then poor Scott. It was like the day for car issues, I think. Yeah. So welcome to these agents that have recently joined. And then if you didn't hear the news, welcome the Camilla Wormsley team. Yes, all of you, all of you.
We're so excited. So thank you all for being here and for making it today.
The video that you guys posted, I mean, if you haven't seen it, like, it's really
Fun day. If I could have days like that every day.
Amen.
Dancing, so that was fun.
Brittany was dancing, yeah. I love it. I love it. All right, next up, we want to congratulate our September growth partners. So these agents helped to form relationships that helped the last 13 people join our brokerage. And it's really cool to see some new faces up here. We have Damaris, who brought in a nice portion of our new agents, but we also have Jamie. Jamie's in the back there. Jamie's building his downline because he was just doing his thing, having a conversation with somebody, and real estate came up and he mentioned that she should consider KW. And then the next thing I know, Vanessa's in my office talking about becoming an agent. So we were really excited for Jamie to be building his profit share tree as well. We also have Miss Becca. Becca's a dual career agent, so we don't get to see her in the office too much, but we now have the pleasure of having her husband, Mike, with us. And so we'll get to see them a lot more often. And then look who else is up here. Renee. Renee's building her profit share tree, which is great too. And then of course, Tamila was the catalyst to bring her team here. And so she's already working on that downline as well. So this is just really exciting. Stacy is the one that connected me with Madeline over. Madeline is actually from almost like the Huntington area. So whichever office she came to with us was going to be a commute, but the Chambersburg office made the most sense for her. So
I love that.
yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Yes, thank you all.
Great job, guys. Oh, we got some peppers. If you're on this slide, come on in here.
Come on.
Right?
Julie
has team,
Is
Mr.
Stacy
Todd.
on the digital training room?
She's
Oh,
not.
no.
She's not. She couldn't be on
And
today.
Miss
And Monica couldn't be
Monica.
here today either. That's all the further you're gonna come in the room.
I'm here.
That's all the further Kyle will come in. And Miss Julie, let's get them all around. I mean, does it count? Does it really count that he's in the doorway? I don't know. Yeah. Congratulations.
Being comfortable, being uncomfortable. This is progress. What does that matter?
Yeah, he's doing great. He's doing great. Congratulations to everybody. We are super excited for it. Next up, Caleb. Caleb.
So we've got a couple slides here for stats for you guys. September was incredible, as you can see. A lot of metrics showing as high as September ever, which is always what we love to see. You guys have just killed it with growth for us all throughout the year. And hopefully you're feeling that. As always, I keep saying that. Hopefully you guys are experiencing the wins that it seems like the Market Center is getting to experience with you. Listings taken, huge win, 115. We have just been dominating the market with listings taken. Because of the emphasis on listings brought to you.
Right, you focus on expand. So we started this year with an emphasis on increasing listings taken, and we have not been out of our breaking records since May.
Yeah, it has been just absolutely stellar through the summer, into the fall. It sounds like you guys aren't really slowing down at all either. October's shaping up very well. So just wanted to highlight a few of those items here, 165. Oh, she's ready for the next one. So ignore all of this fun stuff. We're on to the new one. And these next two slides, we're gonna have like postable format. So if you want to reshare, please do. We'd love to get this info out there. This just shows how KW month over month is outperforming Bright month over month. As you can see, a lot of great red bars and not so great gray bars. So you guys are killing it. Closed units, closed volume, listings taken, as we were already emphasizing, as well as listings sold. We are just fully charging ahead of the rest of the market in our MLS.
So listings taken units is down across Bright MLS -5%. And we are up 35%. So don't let the market tell you how your business can do. There is opportunity in every market, and you guys doubling down and doing the activities and layering in the systems. The proof is in the pudding. It works.
And you guys have looked like this for months and months and months. You're not slowing down by any means. And where the rest of the market is feeling some pressures. We love that here you guys are experiencing the growth of all of these categories, closed units, listings, listings sold. So that's a great one to share out. It's showing we're outpacing the market.
you wait for it.
Next up is one this is Brittany's favorite slide. It's kind of hard to see, but what it basically says is for the month of September, we had the highest market share in terms of closed production across all types of sales for any office that sold any business in Cumberland County. So Keller Williams of Central PA did the most business as an office. There are other KWs mixed in. There's other Caldwells. There's going to be people that are like, well, that doesn't incorporate all of us. We didn't incorporate all of the other ones at KW either. This is just us. You guys are killing it. You're doing better than anyone else in this market. And it's not just us saying so, the numbers are there. So we're going to get this out as well. Please share all of this information. It's going to ruffle some feathers, and it's the facts. And so don't let that stop you from sharing all the wins and things going on here, and keep up the good work. If you ever have any questions about market stats, happy to share them. Gwen and I get to work in all of these lovely numbers all day long with you guys. So if you have transaction questions, Gwen is plugging right away with all of that for you guys on commission and escrows. If you ever have any business questions, feel free to bring that to Brittany and I. We just would love to help you know the numbers, share the numbers, get to really fine tune what your business is doing. And if you're a business planning clinic, you should also be on top of all that as well. So we'll be checking back in and bringing some nuggets around from what we learned there as well. If you're interested in any of this, any extra pieces, let me know. We're going to keep sharing more and more for different counties, different spaces, different places where y'all are winning. So yeah, that's the highlight. I'm sure Brittany wants to share some more pieces.
Okay, so if you're newer in the room, sometimes you don't have your own experience to back you. This is a slide that you can use when you're going on listing appointments as to why they should work with you. Because you're working, you have aligned with a brokerage that is outpacing the market. And when you look at our next top competitor, we have 100 less agents. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say that? Okay, so it's about the activities and the intentionality and who we bring into our world and where we put our focus that is helping us as a brokerage. So it's just awesome. I'm pretty sure I told Matt that I would leave the team leader role when we dominated Cold Vaulting term. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm just saying that was my goal. So that's been a big goal.
You're not doing it.
I am not going anywhere. My job here is not done, but this was a big one for me, so I'm just excited. Good job, y'all.
Amazing. I feel like we need to like
It's like Christmas.
can we this is right? Yeah. Where's the confetti cannons? Like, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Confetti cannons. Yeah. All right. Up next, we get to hear from our amazing vendors.
To help this whole ecosystem go round.
So first up, we have Precision Leverage.
I'm so excited, I hurt my knee.
I know, right?
Jumping all over all those guardrails, really high.
Hashtag roll.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Chris. I run Precision Leverage Solutions. You're a leverage company for all your real estate needs. We provide transaction coordination, listing management, database management, and then next year we will be providing a lead gen service for you as well. All to help your business, which ultimately helps my business. Before I get into that, one of the things I wanted to touch on was I know there's been a lot of fears about government shutdown and what that's doing to potential listings and loans. And right now, if I'm not mistaken, right, Angie, it's only USDA that's really super impacted. With that said, I wanted to piggyback on what Caleb said. October and November for us, because we're kind of a mini reflection of what you guys are doing. It looks like summer. It does not look like Q4. It definitely doesn't look like Q4 last year. So like October, like we'll probably hit, I think it's like almost 70 transactions. And then what that looks like for the market center is very similar when I talked to Caleb. And then November, we'll probably hit almost 80 transactions. And for us as a company, we did 83 in June. And that was our highest ever. So Q4 and it's not looking like last year at all right now. A lot of that has to do with you and the time and effort that you've been putting into it. A lot of it has to do with, rates, being beneficial to buyers. So I know a lot of you have been having questions. We've seen it in the group chats or like in text threads that you're nervous about your listings. I understand, but I want you to know that the buyers are buying homes. So, we just need to start collaborating a little bit more. If you need like some tips, Shannon, I always go to her for everything. She's the queen of reverse prospecting and now reverse offering. So if you need tips about that, she's the best to go to. Precision, we've launched our portal app. If you scan the QR code, it brings you up to the link. All you have to do is save that to your home screen. What you can do from this is new agent intake form that we send out to everyone who starts service with us, listing concierge request, database management intake, transaction coordination request. You can just send it through the app. And then if you want us to write an offer for you, all you have to do is fill out that form. So if you scan the app, like I said, it'll bring up a link and then you just save that to your home screen. And then you can utilize the app from there. Do I have one more?
You do.
Okay. So
Yes, no?
yeah.
Okay.
So just to kind of show you the reach of Precision Leverage Solutions today, this is where we cover. We cover outside of Pittsburgh all the way to Philadelphia, and now we're heading into New Jersey. So if you know a good TC or people in New Jersey that would fit our model, I pay handsomely, and I could use their services because we are starting to get inquiries from New Jersey and Northern Delaware. So this is our reach. This is who we impact. That also helps you because everything that I see out in these areas are also, either they're happening in our market center or they're not, and they could potentially be happening in our market center. Also, if you need referral agents, I have agents just about everywhere now. And if you just need some advice from a bigger market center, I've got those connections too. What's up?
How much is it that you guys charge to write an offer?
$50. So, and I don't make anything off of $50. It goes straight to the TC because they're doing all the work.
And, you wanna go over the price of your.
Yeah, listing concierge is $150. It used to be $200 because we put in signs and lock boxes, but we don't do that anymore because I can't scale that. So it's $150. We handle all of the work from the time that you get the listing contract signed all the way up until it goes under contract, and then from there it goes to one of our TCs. So the TC that's assigned to you. So that's pretty much it. We handle everything in the listing part. So MLS input, we schedule the photography with your preferred photographer, any preferred vendors. It's like I would say if you have like an estate sale and you need stuff removed, we'll schedule that for you as well. Any other questions? Actually, we'll get involved this time.
I want you to know that I purposely turned every notification off when I walked in.
So.
Thank
That's
you,
all I have.
thank you,
Thank
Dennis,
you.
thank you,
Good
thank
job.
you. All right, up next. Angie.
Hi, everyone. There's a lot of new faces. So my name is Angie McMichael. I'm with Dauphin Mortgage Solutions. We're the in-house lender upstairs, a preferred lender, I suppose I should say, not it. So I wanted to give you guys an update on the government shutdown. Chris had mentioned only one mortgage program is really impacted by the government shutdown, which is USDA. Because they do a second level of underwriting through USDA directly, they're not working right now, so we're not getting approvals. So if you have a USDA loan or someone that's pre-approved for a USDA loan, you're just gonna have to wait until they come back. It'll be soon, but we have no idea. All the other loan programs are not impacted directly. All of the VA stuff for the most part is all automated, as well as FHA. Nothing has to go directly through the government. All the appraisers are gone through private appraisals and all that. So really, I'm not seeing any impact on any other mortgage program. The only thing that you would have to worry about as far as lending is concerned is if you have a buyer that is a government employee that's currently furloughed. So we do have a way to work around it. If they can get a letter from their employer saying as soon as the shutdown is over, they will resume their current employment at the same pay rate, we could work around it. Whether you can get that letter from an employer is up for debate. Because not everyone in the federal government is furloughed, but a lot of them are. So if you were able to get a letter, we'd be able to work around the furlough and be able to post someone that might be under contract right now or is looking to make offers. So that is the update for that. Does anyone have questions about it? Okay, perfect. Aside from that, we do offer really great rates. And I don't know, is Heather here?
Right here.
No, the other.
First center. She went to go show it.
There is a.
I was just able to steal a deal from Rocket Mortgage because they didn't understand how someone that works in a union's employment works. So if you have someone that works in a union, I'm absolutely able to help. They turned him down at the last minute and it kind of irritated everyone. And I was like, that's not an issue. And I was able to get it through. They didn't even ask any questions about employment. Like, I was able to document it very, very thoroughly up front because I knew how to handle it and I knew how employment works with unions. And so no questions asked, they were totally fine with it and we're close to out. So just a little plug, if you have someone that's having trouble with union work, you know what we're doing. So, I'll give it a shot.
Thank you.
Great. So next up, we have Megan, and Megan unfortunately couldn't be with us today, but she wanted me to share some info with you. At our last team meeting, she talked about the free title monitoring. If you were here, you might remember her talking about that. And so what she did was she compiled a list of counties with the resources where you can go to get information on this. She says, each county's free title monitoring can be found on the county's website for the recorder of deeds. So if you're looking for it, go to the recorder of deeds for the county's website, and you should be able to find that. She apologizes for not being able to be here today and says, please, please, please reach out if you have any questions about the free title monitoring or, of course, anything else that she can help you with. I didn't know.
She kind of seen and advertising heavy on TV, quite a lot, doing homes, $21.99 a month. You can educate your sellers and buyers, anybody. These services about complete value.
Excellent. That's a great point. Excellent. Yeah, so we're really appreciative of Megan for putting this together and keeping us all in the loop on that. Remember, Megan is an attorney, so original abstract is backed by attorneys. And we never want that to have to be a benefit until you really need it to be a benefit. So remember, when you're sending clients to original abstract, God forbid an weird situation pops up, you have an attorney right there that can help give guidance. If your title company is not backed by an attorney, or if you're working with one that is not, you don't always have that benefit of some free attorney advice. So just remember that as a side benefit. some upcoming events. We got a lot coming up, but we're gonna try to go through these really quick, because we know it's getting hot in here. Please keep on all of your clothes. We're not gonna do that song. All right, maybe that's just a Jason Bytop and I joke, I don't know. He loves Nelly.
Nelly. All right, so Sales Rocket. Sales Rocket is happening, and that has been dominating our Education Tuesdays and will continue to do so for quite a while. But we did want to point out that we have this amazing opportunity coming up. I think this is sort of in lieu of our wealth small group, right?
Yes, in lieu of Wealth Small Group in October, we have partnered with Waymark, and we are hosting basically a class on how the new tax rules impact your real estate investments. So we are going to have a CPA there, Chris Ferens. We're going to have a tax attorney there, and we're also going to have a gentleman there by the name of Kevin, who, sorry, I got distracted, who uses the tax code to his advantage. So you're going to be able to get some theory with the first two, and then tactical with Kevin. He's going to give you case studies on how he actually uses this. It's free. We love the price of free. Secondly, you can invite your clients. So if you've got some investor clients you work with and you want to have this be a value add to them, you can invite them. You're allowed to come just for yourself. So use this to your advantage. Like if it were me, if I was an agent still practicing, this would be like a little mini VIP client event. And I would try to get a couple of my VIPs in the room so that way they can understand this. Yes.
My ears are a little plugged. When is this?
October 29th is at the bottom here on a Wednesday, and there is a registration code. We do need you to register just because Members First has high security needs, but it is free. And yes, and limited seating. So register early so you can make sure that you have seats available. If you're registering your clients, it's preferable if you at least put their name. You can have the ticket go to your email address, but it does help when signing them in if you use their name, not yours, for multiple tickets.
Great point, yeah. And Renee's getting ready to post flyers up around the Market Center with that information on it. So if you haven't seen that, know it's coming.
That's,
Only goes up to.
Yes, we know. Yep.
All right.
Have a pop-up add-in. Also, Women's Mastermind. Get your tickets early. Again, this is also going to be limited seating, and the tickets are actually, I'm like ecstatic at how quickly we're starting to sell these. Sounds like we started pushing out marketing. Early bird ends today. Nope, sorry. It's not Friday. It ends Friday. So get those tickets in.
There's your slide for it.
Nice slide.
There's your beautiful slide, yes.
We have another guest speaker that we're going to be announcing here in the next week. So
I see a familiar face up there, though.
Erica Rawl.
I see a familiar face on it.
With E.
Yeah.
And Dr. Amber Sessom, she's going to be talking about how to lead in authenticity, and her speech is just absolutely amazing. So get your tickets.
I'm going to go backwards then and hit, we do have Fall Blast coming up. So Fall Blast is next Friday. We are super duper excited. And at this point, there's still a few tickets available, but the sooner you get your people or get me your ticket counts, the better. You can scan this QR code. It'll take you to Eventbrite. You can order your tickets right there. The inflatables are secured. The food trucks are all secured. The fire pits are rolling out. We're all getting our goodies ready. So it's not too late, but I would say the sooner the better on this one. And we do absolutely want to take just a minute and recognize the sponsors, because again, without sponsors, these things just can't happen. So we do have Waymark, Salzman Hughes, Original Abstract, Heather Ebersol. I think a lot of us are getting to know her with Allstate Insurance, Decorate with Lights, Floor Coverings International, Members First, and A+. So we appreciate them so much for helping us take care of this event. And then we did get a little request from GHAR to put this out. You guys probably have seen it in your GHR emails already for the month, but they are doing another Thanksgiving food drive. Deadline to donate is going to be November 7th. You can scan the QR code if you want to make a monetary donation, make checks payable to GHAR.
I did post a little fun in the Facebook group. So if you go to the Facebook group and you look for this post, I contributed $100. So if anybody wants to join me, I know Julie has commented that she contributed. So love to just see some love for the food drive. I mean, there is a chance to win a turkey trophy. I don't know how competitive y'all are. The turkey trophy is really important to you. There sure is a chance.
Yeah, there's definitely in for the
She's
trophy.
like,
Okay,
"Yes,
I love
do
it. I love it. I love it. All right, up next is Tech Corner. I was asked, you're gonna have to give me a minute because I gotta go like off present mode here. I was asked to show you guys something really cool that I assume everybody knows how to do, but I'm learning that they don't. And so we're gonna do this together here. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah. Okay. So you're at an open house. You're hosting an open house and you want to know who's coming in, right? You want a nice, classy, techie way that you can showcase your open house and find out who's coming in. So you're going to go to your KW website. Everybody here has a KW website. If you don't know what your website address is, come see me. I can help you find that. But everybody does have a KW website. If you go to your KW website and you just type the address of the property that you are doing the open house at. So let's just say that I'm doing, this just happens to be my neighbor's house. Let's just say I'm doing an open house here at 231 Carmack Drive. Okay. I have the listing up from my website. I go up here in the address bar, and at the very end of it, I literally put / open house. It's going to generate a sign-in sheet where people can, when they come into the open house, you can have this open on your laptop, you can have this open on your iPad. And it will give them an opportunity to plug in their name, their address, and their phone number, right? Are you using this? Anybody using it in here? When this happens, so they just go in and they type, oh, my name is Adrienne, put the email, put the phone number, and they hit submit. When they do that, they come into your command as a client. And then you could tag them, you know, that at the end of that day, go in, see who all came in that day, throw a tag on them, open house, you know, 123 Main Street. They literally put themselves in your database by typing 15 characters in a web address. You have a new system to track your leads that are coming in from open houses.
So we can ditch Pro Hero.
And there's a little blurb, if they check this box, you become TCPA compliant.
Yes, it keeps everybody safe, right? But isn't that great? Like / open house, and it literally takes all the bright pictures that are already out there. It welcome to, like, it just does the work for you. Amazing. / open house.
At you compared to the other open houses that they went to that day, and they're gonna stand out for sure.
Pretty cool. Yay. Okay. All right. Technology can be awesome. What else did I want to go over with you guys? I feel like there was, oh,
That, I do want to say it kills me inside when I see agents share listings off of, you know, check out my new listing and it's Zillow. Or it's check out my new listing and they're not with this brokerage, so they're sharing the brokerage website. Where do you think those leads are going? So you're putting it out to your social media, your 1,000 followers, and they click on it. Those leads are gonna go to the Show Me Homes Now Zillow agent, or that brokerage to sell back to their agents to refer. You can post your listings via your KW website. Those listings or those leads go directly to you. If you have the command app on your phone, you get pinged there's been a new lead and you entered into your database, and then see the lead, call them. So make sure you're using your KW website when you want to share links to listings out in the world, if you want to guarantee that those leads come to you and don't go to someone else. Everybody shake that, okay. Sorry. That one hurts my stomach, I can't see it.
Brittany is a little passionate about the please post from your KW website. Did you know you have a KW website? She's a little passionate about that.
Oh, what?
So we'll keep it brief because she does not like to be the center of attention, but we couldn't let it go. Right? Yeah. I know, right? Holy moly. Just wanted to say congratulations. And we wish you like. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Renee is getting married on Saturday. We're really excited for her.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Thank you for all you do for us. Yeah, and best wishes. Yeah, welcome,
I'm
welcome,
married
welcome.
or not?
Yep, yep. And we do have cake. We have cake too.
Holy
We have
moly.
cake. So yes, everybody stay for cake. Stay for cake when we're done. This morning, she's like, can I have your credit card? And I'm like, I gave it to Gwen. All right. One more thing we want to touch on is Key Please. Who in here is using Key Please? Key Please, Key Please, Key Please. Okay.
Where are you?
But I've seen.
So Ben is my poster child for Key Please. So can you tell us why we should all be on Key Please?
Well, it's a super easy way to keep everything in-house with agents, you put in what house you need, how much you're willing to pay. It goes out to all the trusted agents to show it. It's a super beneficial tool for newer agents who want to make some extra money, get some more experience, and then also I tell my clients, I'm like, and I don't get a lot of kickback from people who say, well, I want you there. I say, your ability to see this house outweighs my schedule. So you go look at it, you love it, we'll go see it a second time. And I don't get a lot of kickback from it.
Yeah,
But I have never seen anything come through.
So I don't think a lot of people know about it.
Same here.
But it's a little low right now, it was pretty big, but
I haven't.
now maybe it'll be more.
I haven't had 2 months and I have not seen it.
Yeah, hence why we're having this discussion, right? So
Make sure
down,
your notifications, so go into your app settings too, make sure your notifications are turned on. Because if they're turned off, if an alert goes out, you won't get it.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of alerts lately. I don't think people are using it as much, but it's super helpful.
so then what what I think I'm hearing you say is that the newer agents are signed up and they're ready to raise their hand, but what?
I don't know.
I know.
But yeah.
But what we need are agents who need help, right? Agents who are like, I am.
It's a great way to do agents, because there's no pressure on you. You're just a showing agent. You get to really, I found a lot of people having the feedback is phenomenal that they're getting from my clients, because there's something they may not tell you.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and my fear is when you post in the group, unless they're on Facebook and they see it in their huge algorithm, the feed, that's just completely jacked right now. I don't know about you, but most of the posts I see right now are not on people that I have. I have to go to the group page. I get alerted because I'm, but I don't think everybody else gets alerted all the time when there's a post there. So if you're posting it there, it's a good chance it's not something people just remember, you're going through the app, but you still dictate those rules. So if, I was gonna use Tasha Bear, because I know she uses it a lot, but say Tasha Bear says, I'm willing to show this property. You can call Tasha and say, hey, thank you so much for accepting my showing request. These are my expectations. I want to make sure that there's a printout of the MLS report. And make sure that they have a printed copy of the seller's description. You have every right to give that guidance, and then you pay them directly through the app, so keep it. So just remember that, I know that's been well, Brittany, I don't know if I trust them to do the showing, you can just ask. I probably don't have to tell you this, but I feel better just saying, could you make sure you provide me the showing? Yeah.
Is it correct, excuse me, is it correct that that is Keller Williams, exclusive, like, will it always be a Keller Williams showing that?
When
Yes.
you're signed up, everybody signs up underneath our brokerage, it's tied to our brokerage ID, so there's no way that any other agent from another brokerage could be.
When-
underneath that umbrella.
Yeah, when every agent onboards, we literally send their license number to Key Please and tell them, please add this agent and their license number to our brokerage. So when you create your account, you're automatically plugged into our system. And when somebody leaves, obviously, we can get it and have them take it out of. It's a great, it really is.
And another thing would be to not sign up when you're under a crunch, because I tried to do that one time and they needed to verify my information and that.
Yeah, sign up now. Yeah, sign up now, not when you pay.
Yeah. Anyone else have any feedback or concerns on Key Please? Let's start using
Well,
it.
and it's one of the things where if people don't use it, it probably is not gonna be a good tool.
Yeah.
But we're the only brokerage that has this kind of stuff as far as I know. So.
It's not a subscription.
No, it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free. Free.
Good questions, I love it.
Yeah,
She brought up a question. It's not,
the insider exchange. Is anybody using it? Do you use it?
And I haven't much.
Yeah, and because I had been, like, it's something that we had talked about. And a tool that we could all use to plug in, like if we have upcoming listings, if we have buyers who have, needs, we can go to that sheet. And within our brokerage, collaborate with each other potentially for some off-market deals. And there were a few people using it and it seems to be dropping off. But I've used it at listing appointments where I explained to the sellers, hey, in this period of time, before we're ready to actually go active on the MLS, I can still be marketing your house to over 200 really, top producing agents. And we might be able to get your home sold before it even goes active. And that has been a good.
What is it, like Slack? Isn't it an app?
No, it's just
It's a Google Sheet.
Google Sheet that Chris put in.
Yeah.
And if you're post your coming soon, after I think 90 days, it disappears. So it keeps it pretty fresh. But I don't think a lot of people are using it, so we're not seeing a lot of it.
Remember it?
Okay, yeah, you remember.
Just you as Aaron. Yeah.
I got it.
And that is.
But maybe post a link to it in the Facebook group. That it is a good conversation starter, like, hey, I saw this, I know you might not have been looking, but do you want me to send you info when it comes available?
Is it possible to have it under the Facebook group?
Yeah.
As a document?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
to try to find it.
100%.
I did.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, and I believe that.
This is something that came out of a small group with that.
Yep. Yeah.
So just, I can't emphasize like coming to the office, is where the magic happens. Like these are resources that came straight out of a conversation. Chris got up and said, let me do this. He posted it in the Facebook group. So just be here.
Yeah, thanks for that reminder.
My first is all
Appreciate it.
utilizing that, because I know that's
Yep.
a long time things on. I mean, I have one yesterday, they're open to, I'll find those back.
I think they'll work.
To that work.
Yes, it's to use both.
Yeah.
So the post layout, it's, hey, quick, this is, oh, here it is, but when it's on the list, it kind of keeps it organized, they have all different fields.
It took away like the searching for it, like if it's on the list and in the group. If we get more focus. On the list, like some people print out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, there are, there's a list for upcoming listings and a list for buyers in search of as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll definitely get that shared in the group, for sure.
thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah,
Thank
like
you.
Taryn and I were talking about it recently. I asked her, I said, are you using, she was like, I always thought that would be a really good tool. And I said, I did too. So, and it seems like probably just people didn't know about it or just forgot about it.
No,
And I
I
think
love
that if
that.
we're all using it, it could really, really be useful.
You got it.
I love that. Great.
What do you want?
We'll do this.
Okay. All right, so, quick coaching corner, want to make sure we're respectful of time. As your team leader, I want to make sure that we're not just coaching to your business, but we're coaching to your whole self, because if you are not feeling well in other aspects of your life, you are, what's something?
If you want to know what it's like to work on the leadership team,
I'm about to get called out.
it's like a Friday night. And Caleb and I get this random text message that's this link to this wealth quiz. And she says, just for fun, take this. And I immediately texted and said, there's gonna be like a whole 411 GPS created around this, isn't there? And she's like, maybe, yeah. I'm like, yeah, so,
I item on a spreadsheet.
right, yeah, but
So, yeah.
it's really good. We, as a leadership team, we have all taken it. And it's really insightful.
It takes 1 minute.
Yep.
To take this quiz. The results, if you want to, everybody get out your phones, go ahead and take it quick. This is interactive. So what I am doing with the leadership team, and I asked the ALC to take it, and I'm now asking all of you to take it, is in our business planning spreadsheet. So if you're doing one-on-ones with the leadership team, we have an entire workbook that we go through with you. And one of those tabs is your 411. Well, I've added a tab to track your scores, and then you as the agent get to dictate what's the one you want to work on. So maybe your health score is the lowest one, and you're like, wow, I really need to put some focus around this. Then we'll add to your 411 one goal every week. Just a real easy task to get 1% better to help you improve that score. And then you're going to take it quarterly, and we're going to watch those numbers incrementally increase. I first saw Sahil Bloom speak it was at Mega Agent Camp in San Antonio. His keynote really spoke to me, ordered the book, read it, and this was part of it, was taking this quiz. I will be honest, my scores were lower than I anticipated. I may have then taken it 4 more times in my car. We were driving on my way to New York to go visit my family for the weekend. And I was like, oh, this can't be right. So I took it 4 more times, and it only moved by like 1 point. And I was like, okay, this is what it is. So what do I have to do to start improving my scores over time? One aha for me was my social score was low. And it's because all of my free time I spend with my husband and my kids. So I felt like on the outside, as I was reading the book, I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like my free time, I'm with my family. And that was my aha taking this quiz of like, no, I'm not okay, because I've slacked on the personal relationships outside of my family. So now every week I have one task. It doesn't take a ton of time, but it's just so I can incrementally get better. Did anybody take theirs? Did they get the results yet? Are we still kind of going through? Anybody want to share an aha from seeing their results?
Some of the ahas are just the questions.
You know, their ahas around the question. Did you take your stuff?
I did.
Do you mind sharing, like, maybe what spoke to you?
About a week ago.
Yes.
I don't know that I remember enough about it right now.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
that was the stuff.
Okay. And then like, come back in, be present. Caught you off guard.
That's okay.
Adrian, or where's Caleb? I made Caleb take it.
I got you. The best part about this is not just taking tests, but actually having a conversation with someone about it. I'm fully aware that on one of these categories, physical health is something I neglect. When I tell Brittany that's my problem, Brittany says, well, what are we gonna do to fix it? If I don't tell anyone, I just keep doing the same things that I shouldn't do. So don't just take the test, tell somebody, let them know like, hey, this is what's going on. And this is not just doesn't give me exacts, it just gives you a score on how you feel like you're doing in your wealth across the board on all of these metrics. It's not like you're saying, well, this is my net worth, what's yours? So you don't have to feel like you're keeping private information. It's just a score that says this is where I'm doing well in what categories. And some people may be doing well in others, and they have solutions to the problems that you're facing. Whereas you're gonna have things you're good at that you can help someone else with. So I recommend it. It's quick and easy, and then don't just stop at that. Here's my score. Figure out how
Yeah,
you.
what are we gonna do to get incrementally better? And you only have to work on one category at a time if you want to. You don't have to work on all 5. So the 5 types of wealth are Anybody know from taking the quiz? Physical. So we got physical, mental, social, time, and financial. Yeah. And so you can have something on your 411s to just help you improve a little over time.
Me too. Me too.
It does.
Yeah.
Best score is 100.
Yeah.
The most you can get for each category is 20. Yeah, I wanted to throw up. I'm in the midlife crisis. To be better than this, because I feel like I'm really intentional. I am intentional. I have just forgotten some other places where I really.
My response was,
Anybody else want to share? Matt,
What's that?
did you take it?
I'm almost finished.
You didn't want to send it as email.
It's not sharing.
Anybody else feel comfortable? You don't have to share your score, it's just an honest. Am I gonna get a bunch of one-on-one scheduled after this?
It definitely opened my eyes when I remember how much my stories was now. It definitely. What I thought I was probably weaker in some areas, but I wasn't.
Yeah, that's how mine was. Like I was stronger in some aspects, but then I was weaker in areas where I would have told you. Strong.
On a positive note, I have a lot of room for improvement.
So. The amount of.
from here.
Yeah. When we do 411s, we have a column for growth, for leadership and leadership. And a lot of people struggle with like, what do I want to work on personally? Like if I ask somebody what their business goals are, they're like, I want to sell 75 units. I want that to be 60% listings. I want this in commission income. Like they can give me all the business goals. I'm like, great. What would you like to work on personally? They're like, deer in headlight. Some do a really great job with their personal. I'm not saying everyone, but I will say as a team leader, across the board, I can say that that's usually a struggle. Is what do I want to work on? Or like Caleb said, he knew that physical health has been an issue, but now that I made him take a quiz and we have an action item on it every week, I get to help hold him accountable there. Okay.
Ready?
Sorry.
It's okay. So when you do the quiz, like, does it go to your email or do you just?
Yeah, you
Yes.
should get it results at the very end. I screenshotted mine.
Yeah.
But then you get an email. You might have to unsubscribe from all the other emails. I had to do that. Full disclosure. And
Thanks,
you don't need, like, if he tells you like, oh, you get all these free resources, I allowed the spam to hit me. I got all the resources that are in my Google Drive and they're in the business planning spreadsheet. So you get to avoid the email headache. I've got all the links that I can share out with everybody.
Thank you, Brittany.
Where's Kyle?
That's my birthday.
Yay! I really wanted Kyle to come up here and sing that we're bringing a holiday party back. And he was gonna wear a Santa suit. He thought about it yesterday. So I was gonna tease him a little bit today. That's what he was referring to earlier.
I can't even get him in the room.
I know.
Like,
So we are bringing back the KWCPA holiday party. We're super excited. We have to give a huge thank you to our sponsors who are actually help planning this event. As a lot of you know, we have a lot of events coming up, so leadership was at capacity for event planning. So Angie took the reins, Tracy has been helping her, Chris from Precision has been helping her, and then of course we have some other sponsors that have helped make it happen. So thank you very much for that, Angie. So it'll be December 13th from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Liberty Forge. We do need you to RSVP. It's for you and a +1. The RSVP again is just so we can make sure that we have enough food for everybody. Any details that you can share as far as like entertainment or anything?
And we're thinking, we're trying to figure out if we want to do them.
Okay. So maybe if you have ideas, you get to see Angie for that, not BG.
What's the
And-
tire?
Oh, yes.
Festive Christmas, if you wanna lean into ugly sweater, that's fine, if you wanna.
Okay.
It's an important question. Any other questions on the party? Okay.
Does everybody need to stand up quick? You need to stretch? I'll do it. Everybody's like, no, I'm still knee deep in figuring out my life right now.
I am legit missing slides, like
Did you
legit.
Did you hide the wrong one by accident?
I don't know. Hang on one second.
There we go. Come on up, Caleb.
Back. This should hopefully get some energy back in the room. As you all know, and I've heard multiple times over and over, we are moving. And there is a lot that goes on in that. But it's time for some of the final dates and things to come your way, and we're gonna keep sending more and more information, so please do not block us on anything that gets any attention. Make sure you're on the need to know, make sure you actually get our emails, make sure you read your KW email, okay? Like, look, there's a handful of you that needed that one. Yeah, check the mailboxes, yes, and when you stop by, say hi to me, do all the things, but we want to give you some updates, so we're gonna keep trying to roll out more and more pictures and things of this. We're gonna try to hype it up, and eventually we will have a date for what will be the grand opening. We don't have that yet, but that is more info to come. The info you need to know is that, well, Brittany wants to jump straight in first and say, this is the new training room.
That's me. How
so-
exciting is it that we're gonna have
It's for
space?
fun.
We're gonna have space.
Yeah, carpet lighting.
It's huge, it's huge.
And there's actual light
It's-
coming out.
It's beautiful.
Sunshine.
It's beautiful.
What's this?
I don't.
It's like.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Going
Yeah.
to be amazing. It's close to Costco. Tracy and I keep talking
Not a
about
business
this.
cards, I just ordered new
Yeah.
business cards, so,
Use-
what are we
Yeah,
gonna do?
just use them.
Just use
Use
them,
them.
and then
Yeah.
when we reordering them, just put the new address down.
Yep.
Yes.
How about social media, like,
First
once
order
it's,
now.
we have the grand opening, do we have to, change the social media, our social media to this address? The new address?
I think I guess if your social media has the address on it.
Yeah, if it does, you can change those
Yeah,
things, but
Because I
most,
think all the platforms has the address on.
yeah, so what's moving day?
So handful of dates, and I will be sending out more of this info, as well. Office discussions are gonna start this week on new office spaces. So if you are a current user of office space, you will be hearing from me. Like I said, please make sure all waves of communication are open. So we'll have the conversations on what the new spaces look like, what the new rates are gonna look like, all of the things in there, as well as the conversations about what furniture you're keeping versus if you'll need furniture in the new space. So that's all gonna be happening this week with the goal of getting commitments from you guys by the end of next week. So Friday, the 24th. The goal is that we have all of those commitments. If you are a person that doesn't currently utilize office space, but are interested in what the office space options are, please shoot me an email just so we can kind of gauge who is open to the office spaces we have. If you are in the office space already, we've kind of beginning those discussions, so you will be hearing from me very, very soon. Once we get past that stage, we have a short window of time, but it's gonna be November 7th, is the official time where we're gonna start moving some things over that direction. The goal is to be live in the space, for all of the power utilities, internet, all the things by the 1st, so that you can start the moving on the 7th of November. So we're gonna make sure everything's clean. You can start getting the items that you want headed that direction on November 7th. We will have a mover here. I'm still waiting on the final date. It'll either be the 14th or the 15th for the items in this office. If you have items you want those movers to move, please have them boxed by that Friday, the 14th. Again, I will send all of these instructions. It'll be in the conversations we have this week. But the 14th is when you will want to have which items you are wanting to move from your furniture, as well as if you have anything boxed up, please just have that ready to go for the movers. After that movement on either the 14th or 15th, on the 17th, that Monday, staff will be live in the new building. So that is when the official front desk, someone is there at all times. It's not back and forth. There is, I mean, as you all know, there's going to be transitioning of things. That is the official, someone is in office, ready to help and serve you at all times, and your clients. So plan on that being the 17th with switchover. And we will begin a final clean out of here that 17th as well. So if you have anything lingering here that you want to clean out, if you don't know what that is, or you just want to leave it behind, we will clean the rest out for you. We've got that all lined up. So anything you leave behind after the 17th is either getting donated or in a dumpster. So plan ahead for that. Don't delay on the things you want to move or box up.
17th is the hard day.
Yep.
If you love it, it needs to be out of here.
Please don't leave your knickknacks in here that you're gonna wonder what happened to all the family photos and things. We are not going to look at what it is. We're just throwing it out. People are coming in that do not know what your stuff is. They're just throwing it all away or donating it. So,
Hey, is there any kind of like hoteling area?
what do you mean by that?
So, a place where, I say Adrian or whoever, let's meet in the office around 3 o'clock, there's a place where we can sit down, like not a permanent office. Doesn't have to be a conference or restaurant, or like hotel.
Yes, yeah, in the new space, there's a handful of options for certain meeting spaces. We do have more conference rooms than we currently have.
Okay.
We have designated meeting spaces as well as some more open locations. Similar to how we do it now, there's options where you can utilize the training room in the new space for larger meetings. There's definitely options there, and yet these offices are larger and will likely have more spaces for you to meet as well. So the agents will have more spaces, the leadership team will have space to meet with you in their office. So there is a mixture of both. A lot of options in the new space for where you can meet and what you can do in each space. That's a good question.
Space where you can just pop down and work for sure.
So, as I said, all of that info is going to be coming your way. The other piece of pertinent information that might be helpful, we will have a shred truck coming, I still have to wait on the date that they can give me. It's someday between the 10th and the 14th. There will be a shred truck here for you to throw all your files. If you cannot be here for any reason, but you still want things shredded, please let us know what those items are and we will make sure it gets done for you. But that pretty much covers the time frame on the next space. If you have questions about the spaces themselves, if you have questions about availability, if you want to take a time to see the space and do the things, please reach out to us. We're in that whole transition phase. And the goal is that we can get you all the information that you need, as well as the resources for making this next space the most utilizable for you, your team members, all of the above.
One other thing I'd like to add is it's not going to be like 100% furnished. So we're furnishing it as we think we need it right now. But part of it is we gotta move in and live in it for a little bit and decide where are agents actually utilizing space the most. And so just know that feedback in those first couple of months will be helpful. Especially with small group. How many people are coming to small group now that we have more space? What kind of seating would be more appropriate for that? So it's a transition period, just like when you have clients buy a new home. They don't always buy all the new furniture right away because they don't always know where they're gonna put things, how they might set things up. We're in that same transition. So just know that when you first walk in, if it feels a little light, it's just because we're going through it.
And some of it is both furnishings and some of the finishings. If anybody's done a construction project recently where you have to special order doors and things like that, some of them are gonna be coming in with the furniture. Some of them might be coming in after. It is, flooring is just about done, the paint is just about done. The bathrooms are just about done, the roof went on, it's complete. Landscaping is getting cleaned up. We're getting really close. The getting cooler didn't help us because the dumpster just went away, which means couldn't have the parking lot seal coated, and they're not doing that until the spring at this point. So certain things aren't quite gonna be as shiny as I would have liked, but that's reality.
Yeah, dangerous construction. Yeah.
We have an actual parking lot, and I think that's the win, isn't it?
If anybody in this room today had to park across the street, you will not have to do that anymore. Yeah.
So like I said, make sure all ways of communication are open, make sure you're on the need to know, make sure you have the correct emails in our system. Make sure you've got your KW emails all live and not blocked. If you have questions, email us, call us, text us, do all the things. Show up in the office. I mean, you can pop in. We will handle all of your questions and needs with the new space as they come up, and hope to have more official dates on some of those items like shredding and things that might help you out with the move.
Yes, Michelle.
At what point do we get to see where our space, so we know what we want to take with us, what we have room for, what we don't.
That'll be part of the conversations this week on the new spaces themselves. So we'll most likely schedule just a time to go over there together, and look at the space, kind of give you an idea of the furnishings that we're thinking for the space. You can think through the furnishings that you have for the space, all of the above. So that's gonna be on more of a case by case basis. Some people have seen this space a little more than others, based on when they've been able to pop in with contractors over there. So yeah, we will be scheduling that out for you and get a time to look through, and you actually plan out what that's gonna look like before you make any commitments in the next week and a half.
Anything else? Any other questions? Who's excited? We are excited. All right.
And there's food nearby.
And there's lots of food nearby. Yes, lots of fresh. And in case you didn't notice, Adrian and I are wearing our breast cancer awareness Charge the Storm t-shirts today.
On Wednesdays, we work pink.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink. And it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So just keep that in mind. Who do you know that could use that little reminder to get checked?
Hey, listen up, because this is different.
Yeah,
They
is a
think-
new- this
they
is a new
think.
QR code.
Uh-huh.
It's new. We are teaching you all to make sure you get Google reviews from your clients. It is now more important than ever, because what do you think AI is using to scan the interwebs, as Matt calls it, to recommend you as an agent? So if somebody goes on ChatGPT and they say, best agent to use in Mechanicsburg, they're sifting through those Google reviews as well as other content, but that's a big pillar of it. So we teach you to get Google reviews. We are kindly asking you, would you give us a Google review on how we're doing as a broker? So this is from the agent perspective. And this isn't a one-sided relationship. If you leave a Google review, our leadership team will then go back, if we haven't already, and leave you a Google review in return. But it must be a 5-star. And if it's anything less than a 5-star review, come see me.
He's coming down, Stephen. I love seeing all the phones out.
I know, yeah, we're not gonna conclude. I was gonna be like.
Nope, nope.
And you will see, Renee has been taking over our social media page. She's doing a really great job. I'm exceptionally picky, so that says a lot. She's still treated an employee, which is a lot.
She's doing a
That
great job.
relationship is going
Great
well.
job.
And she is also, you'll see her start to post these about once a week. She's been posting these reviews as well, so we can find more agents like you in the room to help us grow and fill that new office space.
And then before we go, please do what you're doing, finish what you're doing, but before you leave, we do just want to thank those of you that made it through the entire team meeting with us, that stayed here. And so before you go, please just do a little quick reach under your chair and just let me know if you find anything. You never know. I love the board.
Not everybody.
Ah, okay.
She's like,
Oh, period.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's all we have for you. That's all we have. Have a great day. There's cake. Make sure you get cake, 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 cake.
Our next training room will be.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. Cause I never get.
We have endured. We have endured.
That was awesome. So our team.
Like, just hungry.
We're all just. So he was like, no, no, no. I'm gonna get busted. All down here. Busted.